We'll start without the weights. We'll just have those in the wings. All right, standing with your feet under your hip joints, collarbones wide, and we're gonna take some big arm circles to get going. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale all the way down. Big yawn for your shoulders and your back. One more. Reverse, inhale, reach back and up. Exhale, feel the space in front of you. Reach into the space behind you, above you, and in front. One more time. And we'll bring your palms against your thighs. We're gonna side bend over to your right. Let your head tip over. Exhale, find your abdominals to help you restack the spine. Other way, inhale over. And exhale, restack and lift. Two more each side. Breathe into the right ribs as you tip over to the left. Breathe into the left ribs as you tip to the right. Last one. All right, we're gonna fold at the hips and knees, tracking your knees over your toes. Let's take the arms forward, so squatting here, and then stand up. And again, fold at the hips and knees, reaching forward, exhale and stand. Press into all four corners of your feet, your big toe ball, pinky toe ball, and the inner and outer edges of the heels. Option to lift your heels up as you stand and lower the heels down before you squat. Maintain your long, neutral spine. Perhaps even bring the arms behind you as you stand up, lifting the arms in front of you as you squat. About 3 more. Let's come into that squat one more time. This time, take the arms behind you, little circles back here. Palms can face in or down. Reverse. And let's bring your hands to your knees and then walk your hands down your shins, down to the floor. Bend the knees as much as you need and let your head just hang here. Gently rock your head side to side or shake your head no. And then maybe nod your head yes, just to release your neck. Again, shaking no and yes. Bend your knees slightly, walk your hands up your shins, all the way up the legs to help you stand up. And we're gonna grab our weights. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna take our feet into a wide parallel stance. Elbows at your ribs, 90-degree bend in the arms, palms facing up. And let's rotate the arms out and in here. Squeeze your elbows into your rib cage as you rotate the arms. Three more. Let's rotate out and hold. From here, we're gonna take a wide squat. So folding forward slightly, bend at those knees. Let's keep the arms where they are. And we're just gonna shift our weight from one leg over to the other. So you're gonna end up straightening one knee as you go to the opposite side. And just keep going side to side. Now we're gonna add back in our arm rotation. So you're gonna take the hands in as you go to one side, out as you go to the other side. Staying low through the hips. Squeeze your shoulder blades. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Arms come in, bend both knees, and stand all the way up. Release the arms down, take a few shoulder rolls here, a little bit in both directions. And let's turn the heels in, toes out. Well, turn the palms toward your body, bring the ends of the weights together. We're gonna zip up to your chin, and we'll squat down as you lower the arms. Lift up, zip up to your chin, zipping up your jacket, and then unzip. Up and down here, both with your arms and your legs. Keep the spine in neutral, so we are hinging forward as we bend and coming to vertical as we stand. How low is up to you. Avoid rounding your back as you come down. Keep that back flat. 3 more. This time we're gonna hold it down, turn your palms in, and open the arms straight out to the sides, and back down, up to the sides. And you can sit a little lower if you want a little more leg work, or lift the hips up for a little less. 3 more. Can we hold the arms up? Little circles here. Reverse. Arms down, stand up. And let's heel toe the feet underneath you here. Okay, back in our parallel stance. Palms facing forward, little squeeze in the scapula. And let's do some easy bicep curls. Just up and down with those weights here. And we're gonna add some marching, lifting one knee up as you lift the weights. Keep your tall posture, chest lifted, and navel to spine. Five, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna hold this leg up. From here, we're gonna see if we can kick this leg back, extend the arms behind you, and then bring your knee back up in front of you. Extend the arms and the leg, and then pick up the weights, pick up your knee. 2 more. All the way back up. And let's switch legs. Lift your knee up high, find your balance, and see if you can extend your leg back. And then lift that knee up in front of you. The arms move back as you tilt forward. The hands come back up as your knee comes up. 3 more. All the way back up and step down. All right, equal weight on both feet, palms forward, collarbones wide. We're gonna lift your arms up to the sides and back down. Slide the shoulder blades down as you raise your arms up. Gliding the shoulder blades into your back pockets as you lift the arms, or maybe in order to lift your arms. 1 more. This time we'll take the arms forward. Same idea in the shoulder blades. Glide the shoulder blades down your back to raise your arms up. And only coming up to shoulder height. You could do even less if you'd like. You could also bend the elbows if that helps your shoulders at all. Zip up through your belly wall, through your abdominals. 2 more. We're gonna keep the palms facing forward, shoulders back. Take your arms behind you now, and then down by your side. So it's a much smaller range of motion. If we go too far, then the shoulders come forward. But I want your shoulders to stay back. So those arms won't be able to go very far. Just do what you can. 4 more. 3, check in with your abdominals. Get a little taller. Let's press the arms back one more time. Hold it there. Fold at your hips and knees. Find that squat. Tricep press. Bend the elbows and press back. Palms can face any direction. Just whatever's more comfortable for you. Keep going just like this, or for more challenge, you can take one foot off the floor, a little single leg squat. And if you're on one leg, switch it out. Squeeze those shoulder blades, lift your elbows higher. If you're on one leg, come back to two legs. Last 3, 2, and 1, and we'll stand up. Let's set those weights off to the side. Okay, and we're gonna have some room in front of you. So whether you wanna turn to the side or scoot back, we're gonna take a really wide stance with the feet, kind of our wide parallel. Okay, we're gonna fold at the hips and knees, come through your wide squat. Walk your hands down to the floor and out to a plank. Hold for a breath or take a little push-up. And then we'll fold at the hips and knees, walk your hands toward your feet, come through that squat position, so deep hip and knee bend, and then stand up. And we'll do that a few more times. Fold at the hips and knees. Having a wide stance just gives us a little more space in those hips to be able to do that deep hip bend to come through your squat. 2 more. One more time, down and up. Okay, come all the way up, and then let's have a seat. All right, so we'll have the knees bent, knees together, ankles together. All right, and you can hold on behind your thighs or reach the arms forward, and you can change at any time. Find your tall spine, press your feet into the floor, collarbones wide, and see if you can squeeze some part of your legs together. We're gonna keep the spine straight as we hinge back. How far is up to your abdominals? And then exhale, come upright, come vertical. And again, we'll do this quite a few times. Inhale, hinge. Think up to come forward. Up through the crown of the head, good. Squeeze the knees if you can. Zip up through your abdominals, lifting the abdominals to lift the spine. Let's try a variation on this. So we're gonna keep one arm level with the floor, take the other arm up to the ceiling. You're gonna keep the arms like this as we hinge back. So now it's just a little bit harder. And up. You're gonna do 2 more like this. Squeeze your legs together, press your feet into the floor, lift up to come forward. Last one with these arms. And then let's switch out the arms. One arm high, one arm low. Inhale, hinge back. Exhale, lift up. 2 more. We're gonna lift both arms up. Same thing, we probably can't go quite as far back, so it's gonna be smaller as we hinge back and come upright. 2 more. So we have more weight going back, which just makes this much harder. And let's take the hands down behind you. Step your feet out wide. We're gonna take both knees over to one side, see if you can touch both knees to the floor, and then over to the other side. Try and tap both knees to the floor. Just stretching the hips, stretching the spine, maybe even the shoulders. You're welcome to linger in either stretch or both stretches. One more each side. Back to center. Let's walk the feet a little closer together. We'll keep the hands behind you. Turn your fingers to the sides. Squeeze the shoulder blades and lift your hips up. And we're gonna lower the hips just halfway down and back up. Halfway down and back up, squeezing through the glutes and hamstrings. One more. Lift up. Now take one foot off the floor. Same thing here. Lower the hips halfway down and back up. Two more with this leg. Halfway down and up. Lift up, switch legs. Try and keep the hips level. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, up. Halfway down and back up. One more. Lift up, both feet to the floor and lower your hips all the way down. Let's come down onto your elbows or onto your forearms. So we're kind of leaning back on the arms here. Press your lower back down toward the floor, a little pelvic tuck, and bring your legs to tabletop. Maintain that pelvic tuck or that imprint-like position. And we're gonna take toe taps. Lower your right toes toward the floor and back up. Switch, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Press the top of your sacrum, the top of your pelvis toward the floor. So your abdominals are working against the weight of your leg. Okay, feet together, open the knees apart. We're gonna lower both feet just halfway and then bring the feet back up. Same idea though. Keep pressing the top of your sacrum down as you lower the legs. Two more. And then we'll set the feet down, come up off of the arms. And then just find any comfortable sitting position, whether that's cross-legged or anything else. We're gonna use the weights from sitting here. All right, and we'll start with the weights just above your shoulders. We're gonna press up and bend. Exhale, lift, inhale, bend. Practice your tall posture. Lift up. And let's bend the arms just to kind of a 90-degree angle out here. We're gonna take the arms together in front of you and then open out and back. Forward and back. Keeping the elbows at about shoulder height as you do this. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more. Let's take your arms straight up to the ceiling again. Weights together now. Bend your arms, take your hands behind your head and lift up. Tricep press from here. Zip up through your abdominals. Two more. And we're gonna set those weights off to the side. All right, we'll stay cross-legged or whatever leg position option to switch which leg is in front. Sitting on both sits bones, we're gonna take a side bend. So one hand to the floor, other arm over, keeping both hips down. And from here, we're gonna play with this a little bit. So let's rotate down, reaching your fingers toward the floor on a little diagonal. And then open back up to the side bend, pulling that arm up and back. Twice more, rotate the sternum down, reaching on a long diagonal, and then open up to the side. One more time. Open up to that side bend, and then we'll come up and to the other side. Anchor both sits bones, and we're gonna rotate down. Aim your sternum at the floor, maybe tap your fingertips to the floor, and then rotate open. Two more, keep it really slow. Open up to that side bend and come all the way up. Last thing from sitting, we're gonna have your feet down on the mat in front of you, hands behind you. For some push-ups behind your back, fingers can point forward or a little bit to the sides. Inhale to bend your arms, exhale, press. Four more. Come down, and we'll do little pulses, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. 3, 2, 1. We'll come off the hands and then lie down on your back, and we're going to use the weights from a supine position from on your back. Actually, before we use the weights, let's just have those off to the side. We're going to do a little bit of pelvic movement first. Okay, so feet anywhere that's comfortable. We're going to start from our neutral pelvis, so we have just a little space under your lower back. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, tilt your pubic bone up, press your lower back down, using only the abdominals, and then inhale, release to neutral. And again, so finding that imprint as you exhale, pressing the lower back down, no space under the lower back. Inhale, release to neutral, and we find that space again. Exhale, press your lower back down. Inhale, neutral. And just keep going at your own pace. It's really tempting to use your legs and your glutes. Try not to. Only use your abdominals. You could think about having less weight in your feet. So almost like you're about to float your feet off the floor. And that'll just make your abdominals work more. 3 more. Hold that imprint now. Just stay and breathe for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release to neutral. Let's grab the weights now. 1 for each hand. Arms up, palms facing forward. We're going to bend our elbows out to the sides and press up. Chest press. Inhale, bend, exhale, lift. Knit your abdominals together as you press up. Keep your pelvis in neutral. So now we're engaging the abdominals, but from a stable spine or a stable pelvis. And we're going to add a leg lift. So as you press the arms up, lift one leg to tabletop, step back down as you bend, and switch, lifting a knee as you press up. Again, keep the pelvis in neutral, so your pelvis should stay really still as you lift your leg up. That's the challenge. One more each leg. And let's hold your arms up, hold your leg up, add your second leg to tabletop. And now let's find that imprint. So press your lower back down, squeeze the knees together. Okay, we're gonna take one arm back as you inhale. Lift it up on the exhale. Switch arms, inhale back. Exhale, lift. Let's do that one more time each arm. Inhale back. Exhale, find your abs to lift your arm. Inhale back. Exhale, lift. Now you're gonna add the opposite leg. So as your right arm goes back, your left toes dip toward the floor. Exhale, bring them both up. Switch, opposite arm and leg. Deepen your abdominals to lift. Maintain that imprint. Press your lower back down. Pubic bone should be higher than the hip bones. One more each side. You can keep the legs at tabletop or set the feet down. We're gonna turn the palms in, weights together for triceps. Bend to your forehead and press up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lift. Maintain that imprinted lower back so your abdominals are still working. An option to extend one or both legs as you extend the arms. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Three more. Let's lift up. We can keep the arms up. You're welcome to keep the legs up or rest your legs down. You're gonna open both arms out to the sides and squeeze the arms back in. Just two more like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Now let's add the legs. So we're gonna open the legs as you open your arms and then squeeze in. You can do this with the legs up or with the feet down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more for fun. Squeeze into midline. Now we're gonna do opposite arm and leg. So one arm will open to the side, other leg will open to the opposite side and lift up. Switch, opposite arm and leg open. Exhale, lift. Tapping midline before you switch. Keep that imprint in your lower back. Good, one more each side. And we'll bend the knees, set your feet down. Let's keep those arms up. We're gonna take some circles here. Not your biggest circle, not your smallest circle, somewhere in between, kind of a medium circle. Reverse. All right, let's set those weights off to the side. And we're gonna roll on to one side. Use your arm as a pillow or you can grab a pillow. And let's start in a tabletop on your side. So knees in front of the hips, 90-degree bend at the hips, 90-degree bend at the knees. And we'll open the top leg for parallel clamshell, lower down. Like you're opening one flap of a book. Stabilize your pelvis like your back is against a wall. Draw your abdominals toward your spine. Two more. And now we'll hover the top leg just over the bottom leg. You're going to keep your femur and your thigh bone stable as you extend your knee and bend. Just moving at the knee hinge, stabilizing at the hip joint. Extend your knee. We'll keep that knee straight and swing the leg back. So now moving from your hip and swing your leg forward. Stabilize your pelvis. Moving your leg within the hip socket without moving the socket itself. Let's take this leg forward. We're gonna take a big circle up, back, and down. Two more in this direction. Big circle, stabilize your pelvis. Reverse. Let's take that leg back, bend that knee, reach back, grab your foot, and we'll hang out here for a quad stretch. To stretch the quad, we want to pull your knee behind your hip and press your hip in front of your knee. So because the quadricep crosses two joints, your hip, the front of your hip, and the front of the knee, we need to pull those apart from each other. And we'll release. Okay, let's straighten the bottom leg. Place your top knee just down or rest it wherever. We're gonna lift and lower the bottom leg. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Up and down. And again, keep that little bit of engagement in your core. It's just good practice. Hold the bottom leg up, little pulses up for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowing it down, we're gonna take circles. Little circles here. Reverse. And we'll lower down. Let's straighten both legs out. Long line from your head out through your feet. Squeeze your thighs together, navel to spine. So think that little imprint-like position. And we're gonna lift both legs. Lower down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Engage your abdominals, then lift your legs. So we start our exhale, we engage our abdominals and then lift up. Option to take your top hand off the floor. Create some more balance work. Option to lift your head and chest up, pressing into that bottom forearm. 3 more. Lower down, draw your knees into your chest. Fetal position, we're gonna take the top arm forward and then follow that hand with your eyes as you reach up and back for a twist. And we'll stay in this twist for about 30 seconds. Allow gravity to stretch your body. Just surrender and relax. One more deep breath. All right, let's untwist. Push yourself up onto your forearm, up onto your elbow. We're gonna bring the feet back, heels in line with your tailbone. Lift your ribs up away from the floor. Make sure that elbow is under your shoulder. And we're gonna lift the pelvis up. Hold and breathe here for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And let's go to the other side. Side lying. Use your arm or use a pillow to support your head. We'll start in a tabletop on your side. So knees in front of the hips, shins level with your spine or parallel to your spine. Parallel clamshell, open the top leg and close, keeping your pelvis stable as if your back were against a wall. Connect to your abdominals, so pulling the abdominal wall back toward the spine. One more, we'll open up. And then just hover the top leg over the bottom leg. Stabilize the femur, the long bone, as we extend your knee and bend. Stabilizing at the hip and moving just at your knee hinge, that hinge joint. Good, extend your knee. We'll keep that knee extended and open through the front of the hip by pulling your leg back. And reverse, leg forward and leg back. stable pelvis. This time we'll go forward, big circle up, back and down. Again, stabilize your pelvis as you move this leg. Reverse. One more. Let's take that leg back, bend your knee, reach back and grab your foot. We'll do a little quad stretch. Press that top hip forward and bring that knee back. Trying to pull your knee behind your hip and press your hip in front of your knee. Go ahead and release. We'll straighten out the bottom leg and just rest your top leg on the floor in front of you. Up and down with the bottom leg. Connect to your abdominals. Your abdominals connect to your inner thigh. So see if you can reinforce that connection. Keep going. Hold the bottom leg up, little pulses up for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles, slow it down. 20. Reverse. Lower down, straighten both legs, long line from your head out through your feet. Pull your abs in, think that little imprint, so a little pelvic tuck. Squeeze your thighs and lift your legs up. Inhale down. Exhale, navel to spine and lift. Inhale, lower. Start that exhale, then engage your abs, then lift your legs. So it's a little quick sequence. Option to take your top hand to your thigh. Option to lift the head, neck, and chest up and down. Pressing down through that bottom forearm, hollowing out that armpit, engaging the serratus. Sliding that hand down to your knee. 3 more. Lower down, draw your knees into your chest, fetal position. We'll take the top arm forward, slide it forward as far as you can, and then follow that hand as you lift up and back. Relax into the floor, relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Allowing gravity to stretch your bodies, just surrender into the floor, surrender to gravity. Two more deep breaths. All right, and we'll untwist. Push yourself up onto your forearm, up onto your elbow. We'll pull the heels back in line with your tailbone. Lift your ribs and make sure that elbow is right underneath your shoulder. Hand on your hip or anywhere else that feels good. We're gonna lift the hips up. Hold and breathe for 15. 14, 13, 12, 11. Keep lifting the ribs and hips higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Let's come to Sphinx position. So we'll come down to both elbows. The front of our pelvis is down on the mat. You can have those elbows under your shoulders, or if that is too deep, you can have your elbows a little more forward. Spread your fingers wide, lift through the top of your head, roll your shoulders back, and imagine you're gonna drag your body forward with your arms. So we should feel some work, but we don't actually go anywhere. You're gonna keep pulling and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now tuck your chin to your chest, round your upper and mid back. Lift your belly, lift your hips about 4 or 5 inches off the floor. We're still pulling your elbows toward your knees, and stay and breathe for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips down, lift through the top of the head. We're gonna do each of those again. Shoulders back, chest forward. Try and pull your body forward for 10. Squeeze the shoulder blades, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chin to chest, round your upper back. Lift the belly up, lift the hips about 4 or 5 inches off the floor. Stay and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And we'll come all the way down. Stack your palms, rest your forehead on your hands. Drag your pubic bone down, belly button up, lengthening the lower back, and keep the abdominals engaged. We're gonna float one leg up off the floor, lifting from the upper thigh, lower down, and switch. Float the left leg up, and back down. Stabilize your pelvis. Again, exhale, lift the right. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the left. Keep driving your pubic bone down as you lift your leg up. Drawing the back of your thigh to your sit bone. One more each leg. Both legs now. Exhale, float up. Inhale, down. 3 more with both. Pubic bone down, belly button up as you lift your legs. Straight knees, so we're lifting from the upper thighs. This time we'll lift and hold. Clap the legs together for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Gently wiggle the hips to release the lower back. All right, drive your pubic bone down again, navel up. We're gonna float your forehead just an inch up off of your hands, and then take both arms out to the sides, out to an airplane position. Little arm circles here. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep your feet down. Keep pressing the pubic bone down, belly button up. Reverse. And let's windmill. One arm forward, one arm back. And then switch. And switch. And if you don't quite have enough room, you can bend the arms to take one arm forward, one arm back, and then switch. So feel free to modify. One more each side. And we'll rest down, or you can come to a child's pose to stretch and rest. Breathe into your lower back. Okay, let's take hands, or come up to hands and knees. Quadruped, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers out wide. That helps to protect the wrists. And we'll do a little cat-cow. Inhale, lift your head, lift your tailbone. And exhale, round the back, pubic bone to forehead. Inhale, extend the spine, back of your head toward the back of your pelvis. Exhale, round, pubic bone to forehead. And now find your long, flat back, long from the tip of your head to the tip of the sits bones. Tuck your toes underneath your feet and hover your knees about an inch off the floor, super low here. Stay and hold for the count of 10. Keep breathing. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your hips way up. Find a downward dog-like stretch. Hang out here or pedal the feet, stretching the calves. Okay, find your way onto your back again. And we're gonna do some bridging. So feet on the mat, pretty good bend in the knees. Press down to your arms, shoulder blades flat against the floor or the mat, and press evenly through all 4 corners of your feet. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, narrow the abdominals, narrow the ribs and pelvis, and then float your pelvis up. Hold for your in-breath. Keep narrowing the torso, narrowing the legs, and lower down. So this sense of narrowing or drawing in through the ribs, the abdominals, the pelvis, even a little bit through the inner thighs. Exhale as you lift. Hold for your inhale. And exhale, lower down. 2 more. Equal weight in both feet, both arms and shoulders. And we're going to keep the pelvis lifted in your bridge. Take an inhale. Exhale, float one leg to tabletop. Inhale, step that foot down and switch. Stabilize your pelvis as you move your legs. Inhale, lower your foot. Exhale to the left. Alternating legs. Navel down, pubic bone up. Keep pressing down through your arms and shoulders. Last one. Both feet down, feel equal weight in both legs, both arms, both shoulders. Lift the pubic bone just a little bit higher, and then come all the way down. Spread your arms out to the sides, gently sway your knees side to side. And let's hug your knees into your chest. Do little circles of your lower back, or you can come into a happy baby pose. Holding on behind your knees, around your ankles, or around your feet. Press your tailbone down, press your shoulders down. Trying to press your knees down on either side of your rib cage. 2 more breaths wherever you are. And we'll release the legs, find your way up to sitting. And you're all done.